So I wanted to share this experience that happened in the most divine way. So I've been in back-to-back sessions all day, and I walk up the road to one of my favorite places, and I sit there, and I like to simply be within the community and observe. And there was this glamazon, I'll call her an glamazon. She must have been in her late 80s, early 90s, and she was wearing these funky high heel shoes, and she was pushing a wheelie walker. And I was chatting to a friend at the time, and she's waiting and waiting and waiting to cross the road. It's school pickup time, rush hour, and she patiently waits. And then I see her start, my friend leaves, and I see her start walking away from the road. So I leave everything on the table, and I go and stop her, and I ask her, would you like to cross the road? And she's hesitant. She wants to cross the road, but she doesn't want to be inconvenienced. She's like, I'm going to walk up and go across the pedestrian crossing. Pedestrian crossing is about 150 meters away. And I'm like, no, we're going to stop traffic. You know, everyone that's driving past in their car is absolutely unaware that she's standing there patiently waiting. So I'm like, watch this. So I walk straight into the road, put my hand up, stop traffic either side, and then walk alongside her. And we cross two roads until she's ready to until she has a clear path. Then I leave there and I come back. As I come back, there's a man that is in an electric car, electric wheelchair. And he thanks me. I sit back down. And then he comes and sits down. He's shaking. He's obviously, you can see he's background in nursing. He's had a stroke. Anyway, this man sits down near me. We've smiled, we've exchanged a gesture, like a hello. And he, in himself, was about to go out there and stop traffic. He sits down, we start chatting, and he starts sharing with me how he's studying photography. And he gets out his camera and he thanks me for stopping the traffic so she could cross the road. And then it hits me. I'm like, he says that he was about to do that. And that's when it really hit me. And this is where it gets emotional. Why is it in life, well, it's very true and apparent in life, when you have experienced the darkness, when you have experienced what it is like to feel invisible, or you know what it's like to experience true deep inner suffering, then it's a natural instinct that kicks in, called kindness and compassion. And you start to see things, and in the world there are so many people that are distracted. And I thanked him. We exchanged names, and I thanked him because I'm like, it's people. Isn't it interesting that those of us that have been broken, that have been rejected, that have been abandoned or seen as different in society, are the ones that see the others that are trying to perform some simple task like get across the road, but yet people are so distracted in their own self-centered bullshit of their mind stuff, stuck on their phones, that they don't actually see what's in front of them. So we exchanged this beautiful conversation, and he got out his camera and he started taking some pictures. Now, 6 months ago, this probably would have really infuriated me, and I'd be like, don't take a picture of me. You need to ask permission before you take a picture. But in that moment, I realized that that was his moment of him wanting to share his own passion and his own gesture of what he could give back, because we've exchanged this beautiful conversation. And he took these really beautiful pictures. And then the conversation continued. I asked him about his stroke. And my message, I guess I'm saying is, don't be so stuck, distracted in your own life of what you think is right, what you think is wrong, what your opinion is, what your fucking judgment is. You know, even with the people in the cars, they're all there, all the MPVs, MP3s, whatever they're fucking called. They're all going about their thing. And in that moment, in each and every sweet moment, you may have an opportunity to have a beautiful connection with another human being. And you may walk away from that experience shifted and changed far more than what you realize. And when we slow down, we get to see these experiences. We get to recognize those that are in front of us. And until you can start to see everything around you and every individual that comes into your space as a reflection, as a divine representation of you, then there is a lot more work to be done. This is not about separation. Even the people in the car, they're playing the role to see the wheat beyond the chaff, to see the beauty within the smog, to see the color within the world of black and white and many shades of gray. So may I leave this message with you. Don't be so caught up in your world of your judgments or your opinions that you lose and miss the absolute humanness that you get to share with another human being moment to moment, because that is what truly juices and ignites your soul. And even more divine, my 4 o'clock session also realigned to another day. Honor and listen to the messages. As universe is truly on your side, you get to create it, and there is a world of magic and beauty out there, and sadly so many people miss it. And I was talking to beautiful Steph today. We had a mentoring session. She came out here, part of the Future Human experience. And I'm like, imagine a world when everyone can get off their fucking high horse of their judgmental, I'm more pure, you're pure, I'm not pure. That is a separation. And until you can fully come into a place of forgiveness, compassion, unconditional love, then you're still in separation. I'm going to leave that with you. Have a beautiful, magical day. And if you are so jacked up on your spiritual perch that you think I'm so holier than now and I'm going to look down on these people, you have a fucking shitload to do. Because until you can walk into the perceived darkest places, you will never know what it means to truly impact through a place of peace, to impact through love, to truly remember what it means on this path of returning to oneness.